Can I ask you one question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Their Messiah.
Is that Jesus? Or supposed to be Jesus?
No,
Well, according to me.
But they need someone else to come through. And some Jews believe that this guy, I forget his name, I think it's the Lubavitch Jews.
Yeah.
They believe that that guy's already showed up.
Yeah, the rabbi.
Yes.
And he's going to come back. Yeah.
Wait. He is passed already, but they think he's going to come back.
Yes. That he was in like human form as the Rebbe, and he's going to come back as the Messiah.
But that's just one sect of Jews.
Of ultra-Orthodox, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so they believe in the death and reincarnation. Dick biters. Yo.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Gunter and God, and I'm back with another video. If y'all like to be a part of the community, please join the Reddit, please join the Discord. It'll be a link down in the description below. As I said before, this is Gunter and God, the one and only God. And from what I've been hearing from my followers lately, is that these Jews and these Muslims are having a discussion about sacrificing a red heifer. Now, as we all know, Jesus and Muhammad, they were complete vegans and they did not believe in causing unnecessary harm to animals whatsoever.
Pierce, what was served at the Last Supper? Do you remember?
Well, why don't you tell me what you think was served? Veggie burgers?
Well, it says in the scripture, bread and the juice of grapes, bread. And so that was in its own way a very interesting telling. Again, it raises a lot of questions. Why is the Passover originally called the
Well, you think
Feast of
Jesus only
Unleavened
lived
Bread?
on bread?
Well, Jesus said man does not live on bread alone.
Now, this is completely against my word. You know, this is all coming from these cosplaying priests around the world that are doing worldly things because they're trying to manipulate their followers. Now, as God, you know, I would never approve of any type of animal sacrifices because I made animals in the same light as I did humans. You know, they have their own soul, they have their own minds, and they want to live a long, luscious life just as the next person. So, you know, I would never approve of this. This is all man-made. The reason all this is coming to a head right now is because the Jews are trying to justify their continuous invasion into Palestine, and they're using this red herring situation as a Trojan horse to continue their destructive behavior.
So basically, they need a red heifer, okay? A red heifer is literally a red cow.
Yes.
And this is a cow that like has all these super specific things, and they need to sacrifice the heifer in order to basically do a ritual ceremony to then purify all the people building the temple and purify all the tools building the temple.
Gotcha.
And where are they going to build the temple? Great question, no one asked. They're going to build it on the Temple Mount.
Oh no!
And
a fight's out!
I'm about to punch you!
Lights out!
That's basically
Put
it.
your hands up!
Oh
Go on
no!
your grill!
Oh no! Because why is that tricky? Because the Temple Mount is
Controlled and basically has a mosque on it and controlled by the Muslims in the Middle East, and it has been for a couple
not in the
years.
Middle East, it's in Jerusalem.
In Jerusalem,
but on the Palestinian side.
Yeah.
And what's going on right now is that these Jews and these Muslims, they're basically trying to sacrifice this red heifer in one of their temples that they made up, you know, so they can have their little gay orgies or whatnot. And, you know, as God, I don't disapprove of the LGBT community whatsoever, but I just find it completely hypocritical that these cosplaying priests always try to speak against the LGBT community, but here they are, you know, trying to summon a demon so that they can invite this demon to their gay orgy that they're going to have in this temple. Now, this is completely demonic behavior, and, you know, I don't approve of this whatsoever. You know, people are saying, oh, you know, why don't you stop this? Why don't, you know, you do something about this? And that's because I've already used one of my strikes to strike down somebody a few weeks ago. And my cooldown timer on that move, you know, doesn't resume until like a few months later. So until then, you know, I would like y'all to start a petition to actually stop these animal sacrifices and stop all this unnecessary harm that's going on around the world involving animals. I already know, you know, around the world right now, we have animals dying every day. And people like to use the excuse that, oh, it tastes good, you know, meat tastes good or whatnot.
As a Christian, was Jesus a sanctimonious hypocrite when he went into the temples and disrupted the entire animal sacrifice system because they were murdering animals in the temple?
Absolutely not, because he wasn't preaching like you two do about being a vegetarian, because he wasn't a vegetarian. So unfortunately, your attempt
Pierce,
to
like we said,
bring him into your own
this
sanctity
film,
and hypocrisy doesn't work.
Pierce, this film goes so much deeper than that. You're only scratching the surface.
I provide too many alternatives around the world for my people to consume a plant-based diet. And there's no excuses, there's no reason why we should be causing unnecessary harm to animals. Once again, I made animals in the same light as I did humans. They want to live long, luscious lives just like the next person. So all this unnecessary harm, all this destruction, you know, it will come back on the earth. And if y'all believe in me, if y'all believe in God, y'all would be the ones who would be saved in the rapture, that would be brought up to God's kingdom whenever I do decide to destroy the earth from all this demonic behavior that's been going on lately.
In Numbers 19 in the Old Testament or the Torah, both depending on if you're looking at it through a Christian or a Jewish lens. In Numbers 19, there's this scripture that says a red heifer must be sacrificed, burned, and its ashes must be mixed with water, living water, and then sprinkled on the priests to be able to purify the priests from being near death, or purify them from death. And once they're purified, then they can build the temple, they can start more sacrifices and start the process that happens at the temple.
Now, these two man-made religions involving the Jews and the Muslims, they're even having talks about this red heifer sacrifice, you know, coming to a point where it can kick off World War III. Now, once again, you know, these cosplaying priests, they're basically doing this to try to have an excuse of, you know, why they should go to war, why they should cause more death and destruction around the world. These people are worse than thugs, worse than gangsters. These people are the scum of the earth. And once again, you know, a lot of people are saying, why can't I do anything about it? And once again, you know, I've already used some of my powers, so they do have cooldown timers on them. And, you know, once my cooldown timers resume, believe me, I'm going to scorch the earth.
Stop the sacrifice, make sure that it doesn't happen, because the implications of it and that fabrication that you mentioned could just bring about so much, you know, chaos.
World War III and apocalypse, you know, Armageddon, basically.
Yeah. Well, that's, again, we're not saying that, but the people that are involved are saying and understanding those possibilities, as you'll see with the rancher.
So do you think all of these cycles that are ending, the eclipses, the whole thing, everything that's heating up across the planet is all coincidence, or is this all timing? They're doing this, they're following a schedule here. They're following scripture, they're trying to make prophecy come true.
Yeah.
But until then, I would definitely like my followers, I would definitely like the people who are aware of what's going on in the world, you know, to try to stop these people, to try to, you know, start petitions and make other people aware of what's been going on in this world. Because the Muslims and the Jews, they have no excuses whatsoever for causing unnecessary harm to these animals. So don't let them trick you or manipulate you with their man-made religion. But just to give y'all a recap about the current situation that's going on, I would just like to call out to all my followers, to all the people around the world who can hear my voice, that we need to stop this animal sacrifice that's going on between these Jews and these Muslims. You know, trying to sacrifice a cow, trying to bring forth World War III, trying to cause more death and destruction around the world. As we all know, these are not godly things. So please do not let these man-made religions manipulate you in any type of way. Please turn against them. Please believe in yourself. You know, worship your mom, worship your family around you. That's what God asks y'all to do. Is, you know, put the energy in the people around you, put the energy towards the people in your life who actually care about you. And, you know, even if you don't feel like they care about you, you know, you should always be thinking about others in the way that they feel. And also the animals. Don't forget about the animals, because once again, I made animals and humans in the image of me. So we are all one and the same. But please let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments below. I would definitely love to hear y'all's thoughts. And once again, if y'all would like to be a part of the community, please join the Reddit, please join the Discord down in the description below. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'll be looking out for y'all's prayers.